You are watching
Trinity Episcopal School Production Network. TESPN.
Welcome to this week's TESPN podcast, where my colleague Maddox, Patrick, and I are thrilled to be joined by a couple of our junior tennis players, Susanna Whitehead and Sarah Rowe, coming off a good season, a strong season, 12-6 record, made the state playoffs, and a lot of individual accolades as well. But just as the season just ended less than 48 hours ago, how would you reflect on this season? Highs, lows, just how was it for you, Sarah?
Personally, this is definitely my favorite season by far. As a junior, now as an upperclassman, I felt like I could finally lead the team a little more and contribute to the team aspects. We had a new coach. It was a good new environment, a new challenge to understand the relationship between all the players. Personally, this was my best year playing wise, and yeah, overall I had a great time.
I thought it was really fun coming back for the second year, already knowing everyone, and then just getting to keep playing matches, and yeah.
Congrats on the great season. What are you guys' personal goals for next season, and what would you like to accomplish with the team next season?
Personally, I'd really like to make the All-LIS team. This year, I started as line 4 and then made my way up to line 3. So I think if I started line 3, I would have been able to make the team. But next year, I hope to make that. And then as a team, I hope that we can make it further in states and get at least second in LIS.
Yeah, we were only 1 point away from getting second in LIS, so I think that's definitely achievable next year. And then I want to win the LIS doubles next year.
Yeah, and so Susanna, for you, you won singles now 2 years in a row. I'm curious, of course you play a ton outside of school and regionally and go to tournaments that are not school related. I'm just curious, what is the difference in, putting on a Trinity uniform, winning an LIS championship as a Titan? Is that a different feeling from when you play in other tournaments? And if so, how so?
It's a lot different. It's helped me a lot too when you get into tournaments, not being as nervous when you go into matches, because with the school tennis, you finish your doubles match and you go straight into the singles. It's not like you have a 2-hour break, so you really have to be ready. And then I've been working on trying to instead of going out there being oh, I'm so nervous about this, thinking about, well, what is my plan out here and what am I trying to accomplish?
And Sarah, for you, you're a multi-sport athlete, and you played, I think, at least 4 different sports as a Trinity athlete, and still just fall of your junior year. What is it about the environment with the tennis team that maybe are some of your favorite things, traditions, and just the culture of the team?
I think it's really fun that in tennis, it is an individual sport, but it's also a team sport. And it's fun to try different partners and doubles, because I've had a total of I think 4 different doubles partners, because I went from my sister to Caroline Avery, Abby Elliott, and then I always just Envy Updike, obviously, who is this year. But I think that's also just one of the things that I like, because I get to experiment new things. And with other sports, I wasn't as much as a leader, but tennis I like because I can feel I can truly contribute to the win.
Who's been you guys' biggest motivator on the team, either this year or your training career so far?
My sister obviously was my first year, and this year definitely my coach Joanna. She was great this year. I think she was definitely someone I looked up to, and then Susanna, obviously our number 1 player, and then just everyone else on the team. It motivates me to keep playing.
I really like Hadley and Sarah because they bring so much energy to the team and they make it really fun, and that's another part of why it's so great to be on the team, which is different from if I go to an individual tournament, is that I have people surrounding me and that we're all cheering each other on, and it's just a really good environment.
One thing that's pretty unique in our athletic department for tennis is it's, I guess, as far as I can remember off the top of my head, the only sport that is off campus every day. And so I'm curious, any other Trinity sport, school day ends and you roll out to your field, your court, your track, your, whatever, but for tennis, you all getting buses or cars every day and head over to the facility at Southampton. What are some of the neat things that come with those car rides and things like that?
One thing, it's always just fun to like show up at the same time. And personally, like one of the funniest things that always happens every day is like parking. Because we have this tiny little parking lot, and it's funny to like try and fit all the cars in, and then we like get mad at each other, and then like, I don't know, we always have like a debrief about the day like in our cars every day, and I feel like that's great. One thing that I wish, like, it's definitely harder for people to like come out and see our matches, but like it is very fun to like have a break and not just have to go straight to practice, like drive around, and I don't know, I do like it being off campus.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I do miss, I mean, I've been here, of course, a long time, and where we're seated right now, the tennis courts were pretty much right below us when they were here before the Estes Athletic Center was built. And I used to love rolling out to tennis matches after school, and I must confess, now that it's off campus, I haven't seen as many, but I also can see where, even though it doesn't lend itself to as big of a crowd, I would think just spending that time, you know, I assume you guys like ride with buddies and or the younger players maybe take the bus, but I can see how that would just facilitate more camaraderie within the team. Maddox, do you have any more questions?
I'm good.
All right, well, let's finish it off with a little lightning round, some quick questions, quick answers for these young ladies. Let's start off, Susanna, I think I asked you this last year when we talked to you as well, but who's your favorite like professional tennis player that you look up to?
Djokovic.
Sarah?
I like Nadal, but I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I guess he just retired.
Yeah.
What is your best stroke?
Backhand.
Depends on the day, but forehand.
What is your favorite surface to play tennis on?
Clay.
Hard.
What is your favorite class at Trinity that you've taken?
I really like ceramics right now.
Yeah, ceramics. I'm an IB art, so.
Do you have a pregame snack or pre-match superstition?
I always have a little Pedialyte packet, electrolyte packet.
I just normally have Gatorade.
Do you listen to music before you play, and if so, do you have a favorite song that gets you fired up?
Ultralight Beam by Kanye West.
No, I just think about my plan, I guess.
And if you could, we'll just do kind of a fun one here. If you could go on an all expenses paid trip anywhere in the world, where do you think you would like to go?
Australia.
Italy.
All right, well, congratulations on a great season. Again, Susanna, you're #1 individual LIS player of the year for the second year in a row. Another strong winning season. Fell just short of making it to that state Final Four, but still, Trinity Girls Tennis is in a very healthy place with these players and so many others. Only 2 seniors graduating this year, so stay tuned next fall as they try and take it all the way to a LIS and state team championship. And thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.